there seems to be a lot of confusion and a lot of people throwing out words like DEI hire and DEI is ruining everything and blah, 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 rolling back DEI policies. I would like to set the record straight for as many people as needs it. DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI is programming and awareness to help people understand where other people are coming from, what their lived experiences are. It's not trying to get you to change your mind about things. It's not trying to change your beliefs. It is simply trying to open your eyes to what different lives are like. Me, as a straight white woman, I would never understand what a gay black man or something like that goes through if it weren't for DEI programming. Now, if someone says that was a DEI hire, that's not a real thing. They've gotten that confused with an affirmative action hire. And affirmative action does not mean that you have to hire a less qualified candidate in place of somebody who is straight white male, for instance, just because they identify this other way. For an affirmative action hire to happen, they have to be as qualified or more qualified than the other person. So if you have a straight white male and a gay black female, I know I just went like complete opposites here, but just go with me here. If they are equally qualified and your department does not have this represented in it, then you should go with this. If all things are equal. It does not mean that this person has more experience and more qualifications, and this person has some of them, that this person gets hired. That's not what it means. It is simply a tool to level the playing field for marginalized groups that experience discrimination when coming into a job. That's all that is. Now, what does this all have to do with suicide? Why am I even commenting on it? Because the narrative that is out there right now is saying if you are other than the norm, you no longer matter. We don't care. We don't care that you are disenfranchised. We don't care that this affects you differently. We don't care anymore because we have created the scapegoat thing and just using DEI. It's the new woke. Like now they say woke is a problem. I personally don't see much of the real word when I'm asleep. So I'm okay with being woke. I'm okay with understanding other people's perspectives and to see that life exists differently than what I experience it. We're doing damage by continuing this narrative. For somebody who is already having a hard time finding their place in the world and already considering, I don't think I want to be in this world anymore. They're not causing harm to anybody else. They're just existing how they were born to exist. And now the narrative around everything is that's not enough, you're not good enough. If you are against affirmative action, that's on you. I'm not here to change your mind. But please stop blaming these tragedies on DEI hires. They have to be just as qualified and just as competent in order to get the job under an affirmative action hire. And for someone in such a leadership position to then blame a tragedy like this on a DEI hire. Number one, I'm trying really hard not to be judgmental with this, but it does make me angry because the pilots' families are watching this. And you're accusing them of being incompetent and killing 67 people. That's not the humane thing to do. That's not the kind thing to do. And I thought this might help people understand it just a little bit better.